one game short of the national championship. After a season defined by momentum, big wins, and a playoff run, Purdue's year 3 comes to an end in the semifinal against the Ohio State Buckeyes. Now the focus shifts. Key leaders move on, the roster begins to change, and the foundation for the next season starts here in the offseason. Welcome to Gamer Ability, Ryan here, and it's time for the offseason episode of Year 3 in the Purdue Boilermakers Dynasty in College Football 26. We are coming off a semifinals loss to the #1 team in the nation, the Ohio State Buckeyes, a team that beat us 3 times last year, once in the regular season, then in the Big Ten Championship, and then in the semifinals. And that Buckeyes team went on to win a national championship. So, the goal here in this offseason is to build the best team in college football next year, a team who can crush the Ohio State Buckeyes. We want revenge next season. Year 4 will start in the next episode. But today, one of my favorite episodes every single season, we have the full offseason. We'll be starting with players leaving and then going into the full transfer portal, see where our players get drafted to the NFL. And then also, after that, we have all of it. The offseason training, the upcoming schedule, depth chart preview, and incoming recruiting class, position changes. So all of that will be in today's episode. A reminder, no football will be played today. This is the entire offseason. And we are starting right now in players leaving. And we're losing our quarterback, Ryan Brown, who had a great year. He had a great playoff run. And we were half an inch short from moving on to the national championship game. Yes, we didn't only lose, we lost by half a foot. We were a couple inches away from winning that game. It was an incredible game. If you missed it, check it out. But we are losing our superstar tight end, who was an athlete that we moved to tight end, and yeah, he's leaving because of pro potential. So most of a couple players are leaving to pro potential. Asamoah, Joyner, our backup halfback, and then our freshman wide receiver, Crouch. Now, we're losing a couple due to playing style. That's our one of our cornerbacks, freshman, who's really good. We got last year. That's a huge loss. And Scales, a Will sophomore, a left tackle who is not very good, so this one's fine. And this freshman here who does have good potential. I know he has normal development, but this was one that we got for interception ability. He has really good catching and really good speed, but he's probably leaving. But what we're going to do, we're going to go in here and we're going to try to persuade Asamoah, the most important one. And you got to be kidding me. I tell you, I've never had a successful one of these. Never. So keep in mind, the numbers at the top are not really accurate to what this team's going to be. We are now a 4.5-star program after a 13-3 season. I cannot believe the same team beat us 3 times. The next one we really want back is Shamir Royal, the cornerback. Very low, and he said no. Okay, how many more do we have? I think we get 10. Oh, let's just use them all. Why not? Nope. No. Look, I guarantee high chance to stay. We don't need a left tackle junior at 69 overall, but I'm just going to do it to show you all this. I tell you, I have the worst luck imaginable in the transfer portal. Are you kidding me? Crouch, do you want to stay? No. Nobody wants to stay and play for head coach Ryan Gamer. Has decided to stay. Our Otis Combs, the lurker middle linebacker, who he may look like he's 64 overall, and he is, but I'm telling you, he has a lot of potential. We don't meet his deal breaker, though, so he'll leave probably next year. That's because our defense allowed way too many yards towards the end of the year last year. So here's what we're losing, everybody. Heartbreaking. Branch, our great wide receiver. Ryan Brown played great at quarterback. Harkless, great defensive tackle. Joyner. I mean, look at all these players, like all of our starters, basically. Yeah, Carter Davis, who was the hero in last year's national title run. And we lost our Heisman winner, Justin Marshall. He graduated. He's not projected to go pro. You got to be kidding me. So we got a couple first-round projections. That's huge. But we lost basically our entire starters, everybody. Our offensive line, but don't get me wrong. We have a lot of players developing. And keep in mind, in the year 2 episode, the offseason of year 2. Or no, the year 1 offseason. Do you all know why we won the national title in year 2? Because of the incredible offseason we had in year 1. The best transfer portal I've ever had. So we could build a championship team in today's episode. We have a couple of coaching points to spend. Should we do it on motivator to improve our players' progression? I think that depends. 8. Actually, I don't think we should, because I think we should save them. So off-season training boost, we don't have enough skill points to boost it. We're already boosting our blocking, offensive linemen, linebackers, defensive line, and quarterback. And hopefully we have another coach who's working on running backs. We can see. Look at this. Okay. Our offensive coordinator is amazing. Josh Henson, thanks for staying. We are stacked up. We're going to have the best offseason development you could ever imagine. That's why it's awesome to have motivators on your team. We have 3 motivators on the coaching staff. Okay, let's go ahead and advance the week and see where our players are drafted, and also start the transfer portal, I believe, is the next episode. So yeah, we lost a lot of talent. It was a great season, though, I tell you. That Hail Mary against Penn State, the most iconic moment by Asamoah, who's leaving us this year. We might be able to pick him back up in the transfer portal. We did that with Tuggle last year. But yeah, we didn't have the defensive line in the postseason to win, and we were without Justin Marshall due to wear and tear. Not having Justin Marshall killed us. Now, here's the good news. Chuba is back. He's finally going to get to play his senior year, so that is huge. He might be 84 or something overall with the great offseason development. That is massive. So let's look at the draft results here first. We start transfer portal. So you're telling me the Heisman winner, Justin Marshall, didn't get drafted because of his wear and tear issues? You got to be kidding me. We had 2 first-round picks, Davis and Brown. Jamaris Brown was amazing. He was the difference maker. And you know what's interesting, though? Our best defensive lineman, which was Steven, who I controlled most of the year, had the most sacks, led college football in sacks, didn't even get drafted. They need to add a category on here to where your stats matter for getting drafted. It's wild to me that it's only based on overall. It shouldn't be just based on overall. It should be based on performance. Justin Marshall would get drafted. Steven would get drafted. Our wide receivers would have got drafted. So they got to fix that. Bill Davis, who got drafted, 91 overall, that's awesome. But Justin Marshall, the Heisman winner, didn't get drafted. It's wild. But we'll take it. We needed players drafted, and getting a couple in the first round is huge. But that also points out we lost our best defensive tackles. Wait, is Steven back? Steven might be back another year. We might not have lost Steven. So here we go into week 1 of the transfer portal, everybody. Okay, what do we got? Oh, actually, yeah, we can take, before we do that, we can take a look at all of our recruits and their actual stats now and their development. So here we go. Ross Biggs, a 5-star Jim right edge rusher, elite development. That is a game-changing recruit. A left guard, 4-star impact development. A left tackle, 4-star normal development. A 5-star Jim will linebacker star development. 5-star strong safety star. Brewer athlete, dual threat impact development. We got lucky. This is the quarterback of our future right here. I know he's a bust. I told you all that he's going to be a difference maker. This is our starting quarterback, right? I'm sorry, Chuba. Right? I mean, 90 speed, 72 break sack, 95 throw power, 85, like good accuracy across the board, has dot ability and impact development. We got lucky. I told you all I saw something special in Cornell Brewer. Oh boy, that's an athlete right there. Corliss Dugans, Mike Thumper, star development. I tell you, Brewer might actually play. Does he have a deal breaker? I don't think he does. I don't think he has a deal breaker, or at least it's not showing up. Oh boy. Mike Thumper, star development is huge. A cornerback, 4-star impact development. Free safety 4-star with elite development. You talk about getting lucky. Clarence Osborne is the real deal. Quinn Tobias, 4-star cornerback, impact development. Rico Monti, halfback, 4-star impact. James Rashid, Will Lurker, impact. We had a great recruiting class. 4-star wide receiver, impact development. Tight end, 4-star. We don't know the development trait. Oh, it's because we're still recruiting them. Oh, okay. We are? So these are still recruits that we haven't locked in yet. Oh, we lost Rashid. I said he was on our list. Remove him. He went to Michigan. Okay, so we still have some other recruits we were still recruiting, and that we have to decide if we're still going after. And the answer is yes. We definitely are. So we're going to go ahead and just put probably 25 hours on a lot of these. We're mostly going to focus on the transfer portal. But we're going to go... These are players who we really wanted. Maybe not this 3-star, right? These were... 90 speed, though, for a 3-star. Not bad to spend a little bit of hours on. I don't think. Like 25, we're going to end up with extra hours anyways. We always do here in the transfer portal. A lot of 3-stars down here at the bottom. I'm not too interested in those right now. So, all in all, a great recruiting class. Let's see if there's anything that stands out here. Right edge. Pretty good stats. Quick step? Yes. Even a 3-star. And center. Pretty good hard sell. Stats are not bad for a 3-star. I'm going to say no, though. We'll get a good center. We got to basically get a whole offensive line. So we're going to get rid of all these other recruits that we had just added on later. Our recruiting class is amazing. We're going to go big here in the transfer portal, but no need to spend probably more than 25 on these. Now, let's see our top class ranking right now before the transfer portal. Number 11. That is amazing. With a good transfer portal, we might be able to get it up into the top 5 region. So here we go. Now, in year 1, we got lucky with a lot of playing style players. We might not get lucky this year. So Cole Welliver, a pocket passer, 6'7", 227 pounds from New Mexico. That is a big quarterback. Had a pretty good year. Alabama's interested. Okay. Interest is 8th. The number 4 player is interested. Elusive route runner. I mean, maybe. Doesn't hurt to try to recruit him. I think what we need to do... There's not going to be any 5-star transfers, right? There never is. Okay, 4-star. And we're just going to do it by rank and go by rank that way. So wide receiver, we're going to go to best talent. Defensive tackle, David Stone from Miami. How was this year last year? Okay, a really good year. Add him to the list. And then left edge rusher, pure power. Now, I get aggressive on the transfer portal. I go after a lot. A right edge rusher, Auburn. And look, the Kentucky Wildcats won him. Jared Smith, 6'6", 250 pounds. Yeah, add him to the list. Miami, Booker Pickett, a right edge rusher. We're going to get some edge rushers, I can tell you that. Another player transferring out of Miami. A Millender, a dual threat quarterback. You have my attention. Didn't play last year. He played a couple plays and threw 2 interceptions. Fit in well with my team, right? He's from Georgia. I throw a lot of interceptions. Add him to the list. Why not? Left edge rusher, Derek Simmons. Pure power. Didn't have the best year, but it looks like he didn't play a lot for Michigan State. Cornerback, Darian Horsley. We need an offensive line, though. We need to keep that in mind. I mean, boundary type, not bad, from East Carolina. I definitely want to look at this 6'7" quarterback, right? Like, how could we not? He's 6'7". That is a big guy. That's the size of Ryan Gamer playing for the Kentucky Wildcats in the Road to Glory series. The next video on that series will be coming soon, so stay tuned. I know it's been a little while, but that series is not over. Quarterback from LSU, a pure runner. I don't run very much. Another quarterback, dual threat from Nebraska, Olofsson. Hasn't really got to play yet. We have 2 quarterbacks. Should we really even be going after a quarterback? Goff, a halfback. We do need a halfback. So the top 2 halfbacks here. We lost Justin Marshall. Can we build another one from the transfer portal? Jalen Dupree as well. Elusive bruiser. South Purdue #1. Oh, boy. Okay. Another left edge rusher who wants to come to Purdue. Add him to the list. Right tackle. This is what we need. Right here. Only allowed 2 sacks last year for Tulane. Add him to the list. Another halfback. Joel Easy. Imagine when he makes a big run just saying, it's easy for him. It's easy. That'll get old fast for you all from Texas State. Add him to the list. Defensive tackle. Brewu from Cincinnati. Had a solid year. Pure power. Add him to the list. Wide receiver. Jamichael Chibera, a speedster. You had my attention with that from Iowa. Add him to the list. Defensive tackle. Donnell Agnew. Add him to the list. Add a halfback. Cliff Sands from Iowa. Quite a few players leaving Iowa. And that's it. So that is all the 4-star recruits that are interested. Wow, that's not ideal. So there's only a couple offensive linemen there. We do have offensive linemen developing, so there's that. But now we're going to have to go to 3 stars and see if there's any offensive linemen. No, you got to be kidding me. What? No offensive linemen want to come to the best rushing offense? You got to be kidding me. Oh, no. That's not what it is. We're full on targets. Look at the top right. You all were probably yelling at the screen. Yeah, that's fair. But I'm not sure if there's any other recruits we can. There's offensive linemen we can go after. So we're going to go into the recruiting board and see what we got. We could even remove these off the list, especially these 3 stars to add a couple more spots. I really think we probably should. Quick step though, I think we do keep him. Maybe no, they're both gems. We'll keep them. Now, I don't really think we need to scout. Well, we will scout a little bit. Okay. Okay. I don't need to scout anymore. Yes, welcome to Purdue. Welcome to the Boilermakers. We're sending the house. Jerry, send about 5 houses Valos' way. David Stone, defensive tackle. I don't want to scout all the way. Defensive tackle. Junior, send the house. So we're going to send the house and quite a few people here to start. Left edge rusher, Morris Williams. We might be wasting time even scouting them. Keep offering scholarships. We got a lot of scholarships to give. Why not? Jared Smith. Okay, let's do it. And here's the thing. This is going to change dramatically after the first week. Simple as that. I think we have too many right edge rushers, though. Like left edge, right edge. Obviously, we're not going to get them all. But speed rusher, I'm going for. We may just have to remove a couple from the list. Because we need some offensive linemen. Simple as that. We might not go after these quarterbacks. I think I do want to recruit Millender here. A dual threat. But we got to give Chubba a chance, right? Should we even do this? Chubba has been waiting patiently to play. We've got to finally let the kid play, right? I think even if we get this player, he's going to be a backup. He's a sophomore. Wait a second. He could play next year, and we let that other freshman continue to develop a little bit more. Yeah, let's do that. Left edge, pure power. I'm going to say no on Derek Simmons here. We already have other edge rushers. The other quarterback I'm not going for. Darian Horsley, we did lose a valuable cornerback. So we're going to go ahead and offer a scholarship. It's in the house. Did we offer a scholarship to everybody? Yeah. This is the one I don't think we need to go after. I'm tempted because of the height. He's a sophomore, though. Oh, here we go again. Right? We're going to have a quarterback dilemma. Why don't we just scout him? Just to see. He's 6'7", and he's 76 speed with 83 throw on the run. This kid's a sophomore. Keep in mind, he's going to develop. I'm tempted. Let's Let's just send the house. Let's just send the house, right? Just barely go after him. I'm sending the house on him. He's 6'7". You can't coach height, right? Offer scholarship. Go ahead and send the house. We'll have more hours next week to scout even more. This player wants to come to Purdue. Jalen Dupree, send the house on him. Another left edge rusher. Wait, Brian Robinson, wasn't he from Kentucky? Or am I thinking of a wide receiver? Power rusher? Do we need another edge rusher? Not really. But okay. Right tackle? Yes. Yeah. Send a couple houses his way, Jerry. That's right. We send Jerry to all of these meetings. Easy I like because of his name. But, yeah, we're going to have to remove a lot of running backs at the end of the next week. Defensive tackle? Yes. Pure power? That's our specialty here with Purdue. And Jamichael Chabera, another speedster. We are sending the house on him. I don't care what his speed is. He's got to get off-season development and probably get faster. And then Donnell Agnew. We don't need another defensive tackle. He's a sophomore, though, and a speed rusher. Okay. It's not hard to convince me, is it? Cliff Sands. Cool name. I will say he's got a cool name. North and South receiver. That would fit with the way we hit our running backs out of the backfield all the time. Let's offer the scholarship and send the house. But we need to go back to this list and see if we need to make changes because we need offensive linemen. So let's go to 4-star. Let's go to first offensive tackle. Okay, we already have him on the list. The one tackle who wants to come here. Okay, no, so none of them want to come here. Oh, it was right. Wow. That's hurtful. We have quite a few 3-star centers. And okay, there's a lot of 3-stars that want to come here. Are you kidding me? We do have some good developing players, but we need run blockers and pass protectors. We need both of them. 6'6", 312 pounds. So what we need to do is go back to any and go back to the recommended and find the offensive line that are actually interested in us. So we're just going to go through this list. There's a left guard who has a 6th. From 2 players from Indiana. 2 players from our rival. Raw strength and agile. I'm going to go with agile. And let's see how he is. I'm not in a rush to full send after linemen since we only have 3 stars. There's going to be tons of linemen that we can get later on. So we're gonna offer there. And now we can spend the additional hours scouting. So where do we want to scout? I kind of want to scout this wide receiver speed. Oh my goodness. Okay, Chabera, you're moving up the list. I can tell you that right now. Oh my goodness. What about this guy? 88. Okay, we just freed up a spot. That was easy. Are you kidding me? What do we need? We need a tackle. And outside, we need all offensive line positions, as you can see at the top right. So that's not ideal. Outside linebacker as well. We need quite a bit. I think offensive tackle probably the most important. Here's the best right tackle. A pass protector. We run a lot though, but we need both. We're going to throw a lot this year. We're going to be a different offense. So yeah, let's go ahead and add him to the list, and then we'll go after offensive linemen heavily, probably the next one. We're going to be removing a lot from our list. I'm not really in a rush right now. This is just the way I do the transfer portal, and I know it seems like you're like, I could do this much better, and you might, but I had the best transfer portal after year 1. So sometimes it turns out in my favor. It's a little wild. I go after a lot of the same position. I just look for talent. That's all I'm looking for. Really, the best available talent is what I'm looking for. So yeah, I do this a lot different than a lot of people. Okay, he's not. Elusive Bruiser? That's a fullback. Honestly, I'm still going to keep him on the list for a fullback. He's not going to start. Guaranteed. So yeah, we're done with week 1 of the transfer portal. Now it's time to dive into week number 2. Here we go. It doesn't look like the year 1 transfer portal, but it still is a really good one. Simple as that. Now, I do want to point out, I'm going to be recording this throughout the week this week. So you may see me in different outfits or different hair, or maybe the beard longer and shorter at times. Like, what is Ryan doing? Is he changing his look while recording? I'm just recording it here and there when I get on the game, when I get a chance, right? This offseason episode takes quite a bit of time, so it's usually like 2.5 hours. Master Motivator unlocked. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Is that good this year? I really don't know. Let's actually see. What can we do in Master Motivator? Oh, wear and tear. This would have helped us last year. And keeps them from transferring. Increase all experience gains. Okay, so this is very, very good. How much does it cost to unlock? The main thing I want is wear and tear for running backs, right? This is the one we want right here. We could have used it for the Heisman running back last year. How much does it cost? 15? I'll think about it. Look at head coach Ryan Gamer, a master motivator. Okay, so here we go into week 2 of the transfer portal. Let's see what we got, everybody. So these are these other recruits we're just spending a little bit of time on, and looks like we're going to lock them in, so that's good. But here's the one we really want. We need to schedule a visit immediately. Schedule a visit for playing time. Because we don't have any receivers? That's kind of concerning, isn't it? Is playing time that bad? Wisconsin is number 1. We're not even close on this defensive tackle. You can go ahead and remove them. Pipeline. Look at that. Okay, so see, we freed up a spot already. And fighting against Wisconsin here, I'm going to stay the course. Oh, that's the same wide receiver. Oh, okay. Whoops. Okay, so here we go. Amaris Williams. And yes, left edge rusher who wants to be a Boilermaker. We need to be smart with our visits. Why? Oh, he's not ready yet? Are you kidding me? Nobody was ready in week 1. Clemson, yeah, they've got him. Pipeline, there's no way. You got to be quick to back out here in the transfer portal. We're losing to Florida State by a long shot. Any pipeline boost in the transfer portal, you're probably going to lose. Oh, Melinder. Do we want this quarterback? That's the question. We have extra hours to scout. Why not scout? We got to see if he's good. Okay. Yes, he is. But is he as good as Chuba? No. Is he as good as the incoming freshman? I don't think so. I think our incoming freshman is the real deal. Yeah, throw on the run is amazing, but his awareness is at 63 as a sophomore. His throw power is 87. I do not think it's worth spending the time on Melinder. Now, you could argue he could come back next year. His deal breaker is playing time. Huh. Okay, that's tough. I don't like this quarterback over the other one. The other one's better. So, yeah, we're going to remove him from the list. Darian Horsley, because we already have that great dual threat freshman coming into town, and he might start this year. We might run a couple of quarterbacks this year. We might do a quarterback by committee. No, we're not winning that battle against Alabama. And here's the other quarterback. Ooh, okay. Well, yeah, he's better, but the issue is, well, Alabama. This is a complimentary visit. Let's do it. I don't think we're gonna get him. What's his championship contender? There you go. We already know that's one of them. That's his deal breaker. Maybe somehow a miracle happens here. It's not wasting time. We're gonna have plenty of hours anyways. Okay, this is not a good transfer portal so far. We are getting whooped right now. How is Wisconsin pipeline? Okay, remove him from the list. What about Dupree? Yes, come on. That is huge. Winning the battle against Miami here. He's not fast. He's going to be a fullback. Simple as that. He's not going to start at halfback. We're going to probably change his position. Elusive Bruiser can be a great fullback. So, yeah, we're just going to keep sending the house, and we're not going to... Well, if we schedule a visit... Oh, we can't. He's not ready. Is he? No, he's not. Brian Robinson here. UK, Notre Dame, it's a close battle. I say leave him on the list. We can't schedule a visit yet. He's not ready. Tristan Fortenberry. A lot of players are not ready for visits right now, which is not ideal. We need this player right here. A pass protecting right tackle for number 1, but he's not ready for a visit. Joe Easy. It's easy for him. What's his speed? I'm going to scout him now. Oh, no. Why is everybody so slow? I mean, he's got good perks. Don't get me wrong. He has off-season development, but he's got to get faster. Simple as that. He could be a good receiving back. I'm going to leave him on the list, but he's not one I'm going to spend a lot of time on. But a complimentary visit. Wait. Hold on. Here. Oh, he's not ready for a visit. Okay, never mind. Okay, Francis Brewu. Ooh, it's a battle. And we need a pure power defensive tackle. So how about we schedule a visit? We already have 2 offensive players here. Maybe we do defensive on week 3. And his deal breaker is championship contender. And don't worry, we have an A+ there. You love to see it. And then Agnew, a defensive tackle. Still can't schedule him on the same week. Look who we're fighting against. I tell you, our main rival has become Ohio State after this year. So maybe week 4, if we haven't already lost them there. Do they have a visit scheduled? They do not. So we need to probably schedule week 2. I know it's not a complimentary. No, we have to boost the visits, so we got to go week 4. And if it's too late, then, well, we just wasted time. Simple as that. Playing style is an A+, though. Cliff Sands. What a cool name. You know, I'm just going to go after him because of his name. Cliff Sands. Please be fast, though. Oh, he is. No, he's not. They're transferring because they're not quick enough. But hey, I'm not too worried about it. Add them to the list. Now, left guard, we need them. Yes. Schedule a visit. Oh, a complimentary visit. Let's go. We have a quarterback, a wide receiver, all complimentary visits. That is huge. He wants brand exposure. Well, do you care about coach prestige? We know he does. So we're going to lead with coach prestige there. Dakota Silvesto, right tackle, pass protector. And how are we not even on the list? Dakota? Why? What do you have against the Purdue Boilermakers? Are you kidding me? Okay, now we're going back to the transfer portal. We're going back to the offensive linemen. And we got to find any centers who are interested. Okay, right here. Ridgeway. Raw strength. We need raw strength. I like agile the best usually. From Pittsburgh. Okay, so let's add both of those to the list. Offer scholarship. It's in the house. Offer scholarship. It's in the house. We're just trying to build a roster right now. You know, if we can get lucky on some development traits on them, that would be amazing. But right now, we know what we need. You can obviously see the team needs at the top of the screen. It says we need a quarterback. We got good quarterbacks coming in. I'm not really too worried about that. Edge rusher, cornerback, offense. We need an outside linebacker. That's for sure. Are there any outside linebackers 4-stars that want us? I don't think so. No, we scouted them all. Yeah. Okay, now 3-star. What do we got? Layton. Add them to the list. Any of them that have us as their interest? No. You got to be kidding me. That's not good. That is not what I was hoping to see here. Okay, let's go after a Will and Selm. And then cornerback. Any of them interested? We know there's no 4-star. There's one. Good, good, good. Right. Why does nobody want to come to the Purdue Boilermakers? What did we do wrong? I mean, I feel like if there's a team you want to play for, it's for Ryan Gamer and this Purdue Boilermakers team, because we are the real deal. Let's go after 2 left guards here. Wait. Oh, okay, we don't have space. Okay, that's fine. So just go ahead and offer scholarships and see how we do. I love the off-season episode. I know this is boring for some. It's not boring for me. I absolutely love it. It's just a blast. Always one of my favorites. You either love it or hate it, right? There's really no in between. Now, who do we want to scout? Are there any positions that were in between? A lot of running backs here. Have we fully scouted them all? No, not Dupree. We have not found our Heisman running back, I can tell you that. Not ideal, is it? Now, this receiver's the real deal. Jamichael Chabera is insane. So, I kind of want to see if we can find a really tall tight end. No, we don't have space. Okay, that's fine. Right tackle, might as well. We have 2 right tackles. Really good. Quick drop as well. Fortenberry we have to get. How close is it? Okay, it's very close. Texas Tech and Tennessee. That's a good recruit right there. That's kind of a game changer recruit. Let's go into week 3 here. We have some very important visits here. Let's hope they went well. Oh boy. Okay, a lot of players were first on their list now, so that's a plus. I tell you, these transfer portals are really tough. Year 1 set the bar so high. The best one I've ever had in this game. So we didn't lock in any new ones, but let's see how we are. So these recruits, we're doing good. We're leading the way. We're in a battle right there, but we're going to lock them in. Braden Hollings, we've got all the incoming recruits there, and we've only been spending 25 hours. So here we go. Jamichael Chabera, yes. Welcome to Purdue. He had a great visit. We haven't locked him in yet, but we can hard sell. We have a really good hard sell. Let's remove this, go into the hard sell, and let's lock them in. You love when you have a good hard sell. It changes everything. Which one is it? Right there. A+, A+, B+. That even if we only get him, that is a very good recruit. And yes, we're doing good there. We can't schedule a visit yet, so we're basically not going to be able to get him. So Alabama locked in Cole Welliver. Of course they did. Maybe we shouldn't have removed that other quarterback. But wait. Do we not have any other developing quarterbacks? Hold on. Hold on a second. Melinder's coming back on the list because I don't think we have another quarterback. Melinder, I am so sorry we removed you from the list. I want to do an official apology, and and I want to make sure you come here to Purdue, and we're going to schedule a visit, and you want to play. Well, yeah, he's not coming, right? It's like, so you want me to come to the team who said no to go for the tall 6'7" quarterback? Well, I mean, you can't coach height. Oh boy, left edge rusher. Yeah, we're doing good there. Can't schedule a visit. Jalen Dupree, we can schedule a visit here. We don't need to. This is the halfback if we lose. We're really not too worried about it. This is not an exciting transfer portal right now. So let's schedule a complimentary visit, though, for Brian Robinson. See if we can lock him in due to playing time. And yes, this is the right tackle we really want. That is huge. We don't need to change anything there. Easy is close, but he's not very fast. He's not going to start. We're getting a lot of potential fullbacks here. Francis Brewu. Well, does the halfback complimentary boost anybody? No. Okay. Francis Brewu. Kentucky's leading the way. Go Wildcats. They didn't offer Ryan Gamer a head coaching job. If they would have, this, I told you the last year is the last year's Purdue because we won the national championship in year 2. We didn't get a good offer. So if we get a good offer this year, this will be the final year, but it all depends on the offer we actually get. Yeah, you just never know what kind of offer you're going to get, but let's go. Okay, we don't really need to change anything there. Donald Agnew, we're having a battle right here. Okay. Gonna be close. 91 strength speed rusher could be really good. Cliff Sands, disappointed in the stats, but he's young. He's a transfer freshman. But, you know, as Coach Saban always says, he always says they're in the transfer portal for a reason. We have to remember that. But Jamaris Brown was in the transfer portal, and let me tell you, he was an absolute game changer. Our whole team in year 2 was up from the transfer portal, and they were amazing. So yes, they are in the transfer portal for a reason, but doesn't mean they're not good. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Comp and revisit is huge there at the quarterback, because we need them. We've already made them mad. So championship contender, see if we can get that center. And yeah, we're doing good there. We're doing great there. Yes. See, this is huge. At least we're picking up the outside linebackers and stuff that we needed late. So that's huge. But this is the question mark right there. So yeah, let's go ahead and scout the left guard. We have hours, might as well use them. 87 speed, are you kidding me? Well, keep in mind, off-season development is still going to happen on these transfers. Not bad. Okay, really good. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, 89 speed is not a big deal when they have 96 acceleration. Solid. Okay, very solid. 92 strength. That is a really good center right there. Transfer junior. The other one's a transfer freshman, which really could be very important. So, yeah, we're going to advance to the final week of the transfer portal here and see what happens. Oh, boy. Is it going to be the one, everybody? Jamichael Chabera commits to the Purdue Boilermakers. Welcome on in. That's the one we wanted. The incredible wide receiver, Edibidemola Ajani, no way I'm saying that correctly, from Indianapolis, says, I want to be a Boilermaker. Let's go. So we got 2 so far going into the final week. So a lot are waiting on their decision. Not ideal, right? So yeah, this final week is extremely important here. So yeah, one week left here, the transfer portal, and then we have the very important off-season training program. That's going to be huge to see the off-season training results. We have 3 motivators. It should be very good. So stay tuned. But what a start here to this off-season episode. Now, this is it. This is the final week of recruiting in the entire season. We're going to see our full top class to see if we do get into the top 10. I think there's a real shot because we have quite a few 5-stars, and if we can lock in some transfers, we're in great shape. And keep in mind, we're probably going to lock in some of these other players as well. Now, Tyree Wimper, the tight end here from Indiana, we better put some more hours because Washington is trying to make a push. So we're going to go ahead and send the house, because we had hours freed up because we locked in a couple recruits at the end of the last one. We're good. So Alabama has not gave an offer yet to Bradley. So we're good there. Garrison Richmond, we're in a battle, but it's a recruiting battle where Michigan hasn't given an offer. So not worried there. Braden Hollings, we've locked in. Miles, we've locked in. So this was the first transfer that we got. And this is a huge one because this transfer is the real deal. Oh my, a speedster at 95 speed. He could win Heisman next year. 1000%. He's small, and keep in mind, he's a sophomore, so he'll be a junior next year, and he has not had his development yet. Oh my, this offseason training that we're about to see with Chabera, with three coaches that have boosts to offseason training. Yeah, he's going to be the real deal. What else we got? Amaris Williams, how we doing here? And Georgia is winning. Did we schedule a visit? Not yet. Well, we're going to right now. We're going to lock that in. And pro potential, not good. A- is fine. It's not great. We're going to do it, but now this year's class helped out tremendously with pro potential. And that's one thing I kind of wish, that pro potential mattered for this year. So we lost our tight end Asamoah, the hero against Penn State. And we lost him because of pro potential. But if he would have waited for this year's draft, we had 4 draft picks and 2 in the first round. So yeah, it's kind of frustrating that it doesn't. Now we're about to lose this halfback, which is fine. He's a fullback. Simple as that. But yeah, I'm not too worried about that. We lose him. We're going to lose him. Brian Robinson here. Sending the house. Notre Dame, Purdue, and Kentucky. We've already visited we don't have the hard sell yet. We don't have enough interest. Well, we just kind of got to get lucky. Tristan Fortenberry, this is the right tackle I really want, and we're doing a good job here. We're number 1 on school influence, Michigan State number 2, and we could schedule a visit, but I don't think we need to. I think we've locked him in. Joe Easy, our future running back, possibly. He's going to be a junior when he steps in. Hopefully his speed improves. He's got a lot of good abilities and mental abilities. He could be very good if he develops well this offseason, and I maybe schedule a visit. No, I don't think we do need to. I think we've locked him in. Remember, I said that because this could fall apart, but yeah, I think we're good. Francis Brewu, defensive tackle, pure power. We're winning against our rival Notre Dame. A+, A, and A-, so we can go ahead and hard sell and probably lock him in. At least that's the hope. It's a good hard sell. I mean, it should be a really good hard sell. Yeah, that's going to be amazing. And we're going to make sure we max out the hours. Donald Agnew, defensive tackle, speed rusher. We're not winning there. He has a visit scheduled, but no, probably not going to work out. Cliff Sands, a running back I want because of his name, right? He could develop really well in the offseason. He's going to be a sophomore next year. He's a transfer freshman, so a lot of room to develop. So we could, to make sure we get him, we could schedule that visit. I think we will. We're going to schedule a playing style visit. Since it's A+, that's because we ran the ball like crazy last year. We probably won't this year. So we did lock in this transfer as well. We need a left guard. We need a lot of linemen. Simple as that. Dakota Silvestro, no way I'm pronouncing his name right. We're definitely going to lock him in. Parker Ridgway, we're going to lock him in as well. Dennis Merriman. We need to schedule a visit with one of these just to boost our running back. Is there anyone we're close in? Left, maybe this left guard. This is close. Okay, so let's schedule a visit here because it's a complimentary visit with our running back who we're really trying to get. So championship contender is the way to go here, A+. All the other ones we're doing really well in. We don't really need to change a thing. And then this is that quarterback who had a really good visit. We still haven't got any interest yet unlocked. So yeah, we're not going to get him. We got a lot of influence last week. He's going to go to Boston College. He doesn't want to be a backup, but it's our fault. We took him off there for a week. We're going with the 6'7" quarterback. We don't really need one. We need a backup, though, because if we lose both of our quarterbacks next year, we'll be starting a wide receiver at quarterback, so that's how it's going to go. So that is our final recruiting class, everybody. That's it. So we can go ahead and max out these hours, make sure we lock them in. Might as well. We don't really have anything else we need to do. We're just going to sit in the house on all these. We don't have a reason not to. And the more recruits we get, the better the recruiting class. And these are basically our recruits. We're going to be welcoming a lot of players, hopefully, to the Purdue Boilermakers after this week, once we advance the week. So there it is. That is the final recruiting of the week. Going into this week, we had the number 12 recruiting class, which is very good. I think we're going to see that climb tremendously after this next week. We can only hope. So yeah, here we go. Moment of truth. Here we go. We're almost to the off-season, the off-season training, which is huge. I think it's position changes next. I could be wrong. We're about to find out. Who do we lock in? Garrison Richmond, 4-star wide receiver. Love that. Locked in Braden Hollings, a wide receiver from Orange Park, Florida, 3-star. Locked in Parker Ridgway, the center from Monroe, Louisiana. Left guard Sammy Edgar from Michigan City, Indiana. Tyree Wimper, a 4-star tight end. This is the tight end we really wanted. I think he has a lot of potential. Bradley Cush, probably not saying his name right. Halfback, 4-star from Maryland. We'll take it. Miles Ingalls of Franklin, Michigan center. Devin Reeves from Virginia, 3-star Selm. Look, this is amazing. Dennis Merriman from Cleveland, Ohio, 3-star. Tristan Fortenberry, we got him. The right tackle from Mississippi, 4-star. That's the main one we wanted, and that wide receiver, we got them both. Nicholas Clayton from Gainesville, Florida, 3-star Will. Francis Brew, Westerville, Ohio, 4-star defensive tackle. We've locked them all in, everybody. Oh, boy. And we got Cliff Sands from River Rouge, Michigan, 4-star. Let's go. Amaris Williams, 4-star left edge. We won the battle. Come on. Joe Easy. We got him for his name. With a name like Easy, you're going to get a lot of name, image, and likeness deals, everybody. 4-star running back. Our running backs are slow this year, but I think they're going to be fine. I think we still have Kobe Martin as well. Marquez Awe from New York. This is the best recruiting class. Dakota Silvestro. We got so many good talent here, everybody. These 3-star recruits are going to be a lot better than you expect. And keep in mind, all those transfers we just got improve in the offseason. We have 3 coaches that are motivators. So when I'm there in the transfer portal, I'm picking up these transfers. I know they're going to improve. So that's why those recruits are so important, or those transfers are so important. That is amazing. So we got to see National Signing Day. We're going to get a preview of the upcoming recruits, but I want to do this mostly to see this. Oh, boy. Ryan Gamer has led the Purdue Boilermakers to the number 3 recruiting class, a top 3 for the first time in this series. Ohio State's going to be a problem again, just like they were last year. Oh, boy. Georgia number 2, Purdue number 3. We got 3 5-stars, 18 4-stars, 10 3-stars, 249 points. That is incredible. I mean, listen, we won a national championship in year 2. Year 3, we got to the semifinals. This team is a 4.5-star school. We've earned the respect of all these incoming recruits. And what a transfer portal. That is our second best transfer portal so far. I mean, we've only had 2 though, right? Right? So wait, no, year 1 and year 2, that was our third, and it's our second best. So we'll take it, top 3. But this is the big one. We get to see all of the stats. Wait, no, we already saw the development traits of all of our recruits here. But we need to go down to number 12. We already saw these. So starting with Wimper, impact development. I'm telling you, this tight end could be very good. Don't sleep on him. Normal development for Bradley. Impact development for Garrison Richmond. Braden Hollings, impact, we'll take it. Impact with both of the 3-star gems. That's what you want. DeMichael Chabera is star. This kid is amazing. Oh my goodness. We just found a Heisman wide receiver. 96 spectacular catch, 95 speed, 93 acceleration. Oh my goodness. He's going to be unstoppable. Yes, he doesn't have a lot of abilities and mental abilities. Hopefully that happens here in the offseason. Okay. Amaris Williams, star development. Are you kidding me? Jalen Dupree, normal development. Brian Robinson, star development. You love to see it. Tristan Fortenberry, impact. Joe Easy, star. We've got talent. Keep in mind, these players are still going to develop. Francis Brew, impact. Cliff Sands, star. Johnny, impact. Dakota Silvestro, normal. Not ideal, but that's fine. Parker Ridgway, impact. Dennis Merriman, impact. Nicholas Clayton, star on a 3-star. That is huge. Devin Reeves, normal. That's okay. Marquez Awe, impact development. We'll take it. Semi Edgar, impact development. Then we lost the quarterback 6'3". We removed him for a week. We probably would have got him if it wasn't for that. So there's all the developments for our incoming freshman class. This class is very good. You see the talent there. Oh boy. So now into position changes. So position changes is very important here. So we just saw the incoming freshmen. We're going to see them more here. We'll actually see all of their overalls. So we're going to lock it in by year. So I just want to pay attention to the actual freshmen. So Silvestro is 68 overall. Biggs is 75 overall as a right edge. That is huge. Elite development. That's a superstar right there. We got a Mike linebacker Dugans, who's 74. We need him as well. Left guard Cadet is 74 overall. Kuhn is 77 overall. Are you kidding me? As a freshman left tackle, look at Alex Larson. I told you all he was going to be a superstar. 80 overall. Are you kidding me? Star development. Oh boy. Tyree Wimper, the tight end that I told you he's going to be good. 75 overall. Trent Huff, 75 overall cornerback with 93 speed. Tobias, cornerback with 76 overall, 95 speed, and 93 acceleration. This is a class right here. Braden Hollings, freshman wide receiver, not the greatest, but he can develop into something special with impact development. We got Garrison Richmond, wide receiver, 86 speed, not ideal, but he has 90 acceleration, 72 overall. He's going to develop it. He's impact developed. Then we got Nathan Edian, wide receiver. A lot of good young wide receiver talent. They're not super fast, but as you can see, they're very good wide receivers overall, minus their speed. We'll take it. They're going to develop. Osborne, free safety, 75 overall, 90 speed, 88 acceleration, 70 awareness already. Could be very good. Then we got Donnerson here with star development. Strong safety, 74 overall. Look at this recruiting class. Rico Monty, running back, could be the starter here very soon. Very good. And this is our first. We have a couple athletes here. So we got Cornell Brewer, 79 overall athlete. That's amazing. That's the quarterback. There he is. Could be the starter this year, everybody. He was a bust. He's impact development. He's the real deal. We got Bradley Cush, who is 72 overall athlete. Ingles we missed on, but those are all the freshmen. That is your freshman highlight of this incoming recruiting class. I mean, they are the real deal. But yeah, we're going to go to athletes and go ahead and change them. So Ingles first. Not the greatest player here, but he's going to be fine. We'll develop him. We'll just put him in at, we need another edge rusher. And yeah, 79 acceleration, 307 pounds. Yeah, he's a defensive tackle, right? I don't think he's going to be on the edge there. So yeah, let's go back to athletes here. We already know quarterback. We already know, and he might start. This was a bust. You can't sleep on bust. 95 throw power. He's going to be amazing. And keep in mind, his development could increase. Sometimes they increase. Yes, we want to put him at quarterback. This is our quarterback of the future. Cornell Brewer, everybody. I'm very interested to see how much our overall climbs this year once the offseason development happens. We have 3 coaches that are motivators with offseason training boost. So Bradley here is a running back, backfield threat. And yeah, he needs to play running back. I don't think he's good enough at blocking, is he? Yeah, he's not bad. He's got 68 carrying. I don't think he needs to get the ball very much. What? He's not bad at defense. But we need a fullback. So we have 0 fullbacks. We're going to move him to fullback. There we go. I don't see a reason why not to. We need a fullback to develop, and he could develop into a really good fullback. He's better fullback stats than anything else. So, yeah, quarterback. Wait, is Chuba? Well, off-season training boost. I think Chuba's going to be the better quarterback. Chuba stayed because head coach Ryan Gamer guaranteed him a spot. But then this young quarterback by the name of Cornell Brewer might be the real deal. I mean, I think we're going to play Chuba because of magician and workhorse ability. It means he's going to throw on the run very good. We have a lot of talent at running back, but the thing is, we got to hope that Kobe Martin gets more speed in the offseason. This kid right here could be a game changer. He didn't play last year a lot, but the year before that he did. He could be very good. We have a lot of talent here. But, oh boy, maybe too many running backs. Fullback is Bradley Cush. We'll take it. Wide receivers, we have a whole bunch, right? So Smith is back. Harris, I tell you, look at the speed we've got here. We're going to have some tough decisions to make. But you think we have enough receivers, right? Yeah, I think we have enough. What about moving Garrison Richmond to tight end? That's not a bad idea. He's 6'4", 191 pounds. Listen, we did it with Asamoah, and I know we have Tyree Wimper. How is Tyree Wimper? 75, 78 speed, 78 acceleration. Obviously, he's going to be the better tight end with blocking. But Richmond's not going to get to play at wide receiver. Where he can play is tight end. He is our tallest receiver. Contested specialist. He's star development, Hollister? Wow, we found a great one there. I seriously think we're putting this guy, Garrison Richmond, in at tight end. I always change usually a wide receiver to tight end. We got plenty of wide receivers. We are moving the physical route runner. I believe we got him with that in mind. We are moving him to tight end. He's 74 overall as a tight end. Yeah, sorry, Tyree. Richmond is our tight end. Tyree Wimper, we're still playing 2 tight end sets, which we run a lot. I think that's the better place to go here. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. Let's take a look at left tackle. Hopefully we get good offseason development. That's a freshman who's going to be starting. Oh, my. Left guard, not bad. Not bad. A couple seniors. Center, not great. Right guard, not great. Right tackle, very, very good. And look. Okay, we got plenty of right tackles we can play at left tackle. We're going to move Mahoney here to left tackle. Wait, no, you don't want to change positions. I've learned this a hard way. Sometimes when you change positions, it glitches and gets rid of those abilities. So offensive linemen, you just keep. You can start them anywhere. Do not change their positions. I've made that mistake multiple times. I'm not doing it this time. Left edge rusher is looking really good. Right edge rusher is looking good as well. Defensive tackle is going to be very solid after the offseason training. Okay, Selm, not great. Mike, we had that young player coming in, though. Dugans could be a difference maker. Will, we're fine. Yeah, it's actually better than fine. Star development. Cornerbacks, we have speed. We have talent. We need a good offseason. We have a couple freshmen who might be starting this year. So, yeah, a great recruiting class, top 3 in the nation, and it showed incredible stuff here. This is a team. We don't need to change a thing. Kicker is continuing to develop. Very good. It's going to have a good offseason with impact development. Punter is already very good. And no more athletes. So there you have it. There's all the position changes and a preview of our roster. I'm going to have to make some tough decisions on the depth chart. We'll get to that later. But let's advance the week. I believe it's off-season training next. And this is when we'll also get some coach upgrades for last season and also the recruiting class. So that's always fun. I tell you, I love the off-season episode. I know it may not be the most exciting for some, but I think it's some of the best part of this series because this is how you build your team. This is how we build the national championship team. Oh boy, Jeffries with an upgraded development to impact. That's huge. If that happens to our quarterback, could you imagine? Look at this. Steven! He deserved it. 1,000%. Steven is back. That's who we controlled last year. We led the league in sacks. I think that's the same Steven. I could be wrong. This is the big one right here. The training results are in. Oh boy. What do we got? Let's go position by position. Chuba is up to 80 overall. He didn't have a huge improvement. Who's going to be the starter? Do we start the freshman and accelerate his progression? If he starts early, he's going to develop more. Or do we go with the senior, let the freshman develop? I don't know what we're going to do. I think we go Chuba. We have to finally give him a chance, right? We have to give him a shot. Easy is... Wait. Easy is 88 overall? Look, he moved up from 83 to 85. That's why transfers are so important. He didn't get fast, but he's still very good. Look at his strength. We have some tough decisions to make. Kobe Martin didn't get better at all. Look at Ben. Lucian, a lot of abilities. We don't have fast running backs. We have good acceleration with Sens, a good transfer portal. We're a running team, and we're still going to run a lot this year. Look how many running backs we have. Listen, last year we needed every bit of them, right? Because all of them got hurt due to wear and tear. Justin Marshall could barely play. So, yeah, we needed this many, and they're better. Okay, fullback, we didn't have any in development. We only had one. We just moved them. Wide receiver is looking amazing. Mixon moved up his speed. Hollister moved up his speed to 95. Oh my goodness. We've got a team right now, everybody. You all thought we were good last year. This is way better. Had a tight end in development. He's probably not going to get to play, but he moved up. Left tackle, not looking good. We're going to play a right tackle there. Left guard, not looking bad. Easily improved. Center, not great. We might be playing a right guard there. And not a lot of development on the right guard front, but this is the one we're probably going to have a lot. Look at this. Luis Wall has elite development. He's only a junior. 96 overall. Our best player, 6'6", 326 pounds of pure muscle. Oh, boy. And Mahoney's going to play... Yeah, we're going to put the right... Both... Wait, Fortenberry. This was the tackle I really wanted for the transfer portal. He's amazing. We're going to play all of these in different positions. Like, they're going to be starting. Our right tackles are going to be starting in other spots. So Williams moves up to 88 overall. Love that. What about Steven? Steven is 76. I feel like he should have moved up a little bit, but remember, he just improved his depth trait to impact. It wasn't impact before. Defensive tackles are greatly improved there. Speed 74 with Brew. That was a transfer. I tell you, we are a powerhouse with defensive linemen in the transfer portal. We really are. We find them every single year. And look at this. Rashawn Smith, thumper, 83 overall. He moved up 8. That is incredible. What an offseason. Jerry must have worked with him individually. A Mike linebacker. We got Trailer and Orgy and Combs. Not bad. Not bad at all. We'll take it. Will Clayton is 84 overall. We have a lot of talent here this year, everybody. This is an exciting team. Look at our cornerbacks. Hines moved up 6. Paxton moved up 5. Hearns up 4. And we have 2 incoming freshmen that are really good. Their speed improved. So I know you can change it to where you do all this progression yourself. I like the variety and the randomness of having them develop themselves. Like, I love that so much more. To me, I don't like going in there and spending the skill points. It breaks the immersion for me of the Dynasty. I know some people like that. I'm not a fan of it. I like it this way so much more. Look at Spears. Spears is going to dominate this year. 93 overall, 94 speed, 98 acceleration. He may be our kick returner. Look at corner, though. 99 change of direction. Put him in on offense, right? Make him a two-way player. I don't see why not. Marible's going to be good, too. How did our kicker? Yeah, our kicker went up to 89 kick accuracy now, along with 89 kick power. I love that. He also has 78 speed. We need to run some fake kicks. No, we don't. Look at this. Ivy moved up his kick power to 93. Our punter. Hopefully he doesn't have to get a lot of action this year, but he probably will. Probably going to have a tough schedule. So, yeah, I tell you, this team is ready. What a great offseason training. We should probably upgrade our coach skills. We have 28 of them. What I'm trying to decide is if we want to improve this and recover wear and tear damage faster for running backs is very tempting. Because, I don't think it's going to be as big of a factor this year, though. Do you all? I really don't think it's going to be a big factor because we're going to be subbing in and out running backs quite a bit. So I don't think we spend that yet. I honestly think we might go tactician because this actually boosts the stats on the field. Yeah, let's boost our defensive lineman ratings all the way. We already have our offensive lineman boosted and our quarterback. So now, what if we go... Wait, does that include pass block? Is that pass block to running backs and fullbacks? That's not a huge deal. This is kick accuracy. Not worried about that. Defensive backs, boost to catching and jumping. No, I don't like many of those. Maybe we do unlock Master Motivator. No, I don't think we do. Interest boost for running backs and wide receivers. Oh, that's when a current running back hits a skill cap. Oh. I mean, is that even useful? I don't know. You all can let me know if it is. I think I'm just not going to spend them yet. Because I don't know what to spend them on. I guess we could unlock Recruiter. Quarterbacks. Oh, this would help us scouting. It costs 15 though, right, to unlock? Is it 15? 30? Okay, maybe not, right? We can't unlock this yet. Can we unlock Architect? We can. What does Architect do? Can't stop, won't stop. QBs earn an experience bonus for every 3-game win streak. Ooh. Quarterbacks earn additional experience for in-game goals. Oh, so this is really going to help you improve your players. This would be great for our new quarterback. Chance to increase a random skill cap when leveling up? What? Chance to increase best skill cap with the conference or national title? These are amazing. Maybe there's a catch, but I don't see the catch yet. What about program builder? What do we got here? It costs 30. Coordinators are less likely to leave. That means we lock in our motivators forever. How less likely though is my question. Wait, you can upgrade your pipelines? Increased HFA composure penalties for away team at home. 3rd to 7th round projected players are less likely to leave for the NFL. Okay, that's huge, but that decreased your pro potential though. Gain 3 additional persuade per season. Persuades have a higher success. I doubt it, right? Not for me, they don't. I guarantee it. They don't change. Coordinators are more likely to accept your job and increase the caliber of coordinators. I feel like program bidder is what you get later when you have a lot of points. Win 2 national titles. We're close to CEO. Increase the chance that a player upgrades their dev trait. Spend a second persuade on a player if the first fails. Gain additional interest for every 10 hours spent. That's the big one right there. Wow. So we need to win another national championship. Sounds simple enough. That's what we're trying to do anyways. So what about Scheme Guru? Offensive players fatigue less and hurry up. Increase catchability for passes 10 yards or less. And you can also move that. Ooh, increase catchability for passes anywhere on the field? That might be the one to upgrade. I'm going to sit on it and think about it. I'm not going to spend them yet, but we went through them all, which is good to do. Great off-season training this year. Having 3 motivators is a game changer. It'll be interesting to see, though, what depth chart we choose. We have an 89 overall, 91 offense, 86 defense. So technically we've dropped a bit, but has that updated yet? It might not have updated. We haven't done the depth chart fully yet. We'll see. And remember, overalls really don't mean much. It means you don't have a lot of depth, but it means we still have really good starting talent that we saw. So not going to change anything in the conferences. Encourage transfers. We shouldn't have any. Yeah, we're fine. You never have to worry about it in this year's game because you have so many players transfer, right? Which is kind of nice about it. But yeah, we don't need to encourage any transfers. Roster size 79 out of 85. And we're good to advance the week here. So advance to create our schedule next, I believe. We get to see how our Big Ten schedule's looking. Oh boy. Give me Ohio State. And if we don't play them, hopefully we play them in the championship. So 4.5 star. We really have turned around Purdue. Here's the actual updated overall. 91, 91, 91. That is amazing. We have built a powerhouse here for the Purdue Boilermakers. It starts with a great first year. Didn't obviously make it far in the playoffs, but then after that, won the national championship with the best transfer portal ever. Year 3, we had a Heisman player, and then went on from the Heisman to get in the semifinals and lose. We also lost to Ohio State 3 times, so that's fair. So yeah, we got custom schedule, and then we're going to start setting up our recruiting board here. So yeah, I feel like I'm losing my voice. That's not good, right? That happens. Well, I may have to just, yeah, I don't know. FCS Midwest, no. Okay, who do we want to play week 1? Well, oh, we can't schedule Big Ten, can we? You all know what I was thinking. You already know. Okay, let's go to a 4-star school. Okay, Clemson, yeah, right, 96 overall? What? Okay, these are way too good, right? Let's go. What about 5-star? I think 5-star down here. Yeah, let's play Alabama first game. Listen, I like easy game to start the year. A fun opponent, an easy opponent is what I like. A home game. Colorado Buffaloes, BYU. We could play the Kentucky Wildcats. Listen, I don't want to hurt their season already, right? I don't want to hurt their season already. I would love to, but I don't want to hurt their season. Pittsburgh, Syracuse, Stanford, Southern Mississippi. Wait, isn't this... Who was it? Was it Central? Who do we always play? I can't remember. Is it Central Michigan? Who I said I'm never playing again? Might be. Is it Central Michigan that almost beat us, that we really crushed them the next year? I think it was. I always said that I'm never playing Toledo ever again in a dynasty. Should we? This is a throwback back to college football 25. Listen, this Toledo team is no joke. Every time I play them, you would think you're playing one of the best teams ever. We may play Toledo in this game. I think we're going to play Toledo at home. 2-star, they're 74 overall. You never overlook them. Wake Forest. We're not going to Wake Forest. Are you kidding me? Right? Like, yeah, right. We're not going to Wake Forest. Who set up that schedule? I usually, yeah, never. Arkansas would be a good test there for the second game of the year. I don't like a good test. I like to start the season pretty simple. That's just the way I like to schedule. You all know this at this point. So Wake Forest is fine. They had a solid year last year, 7-6. So then we go at, wait, we start Big Ten play right then? You're kidding. Okay. Wow, we only have 2 games to get us ready, so it's a good thing it's Toledo and Wake Forest, but listen, Toledo could beat us by 30. USC, first Big Ten game away. We start in week 3, and then we play Michigan at home. I'm so glad that's a home game. Then we go to Illinois. We face off against Notre Dame at home. You better believe that's always going to be a home game. Rutgers away. Northwestern at home. We go to Michigan State. We play Iowa at home. We have a bye week, week 11. We play Nebraska at home. Then we close out in Indiana in rivalry week. And then hopefully we're in the Big Ten Championship. Schedule looks very, very tough, but not as tough as last year. Not even close. Like, this is a very favorable Big Ten schedule, but anything can happen. Like, simple as that. Notre Dame, USC, Michigan are going to be the toughest games. And then after that, it shouldn't be too tough, depending on, we don't know how these teams are looking this year, right? Simple as that. But, you know, they could have had a good recruiting class. But yeah, our schedule's good. I like it a lot. We're going to save those changes, lock it in. We got Toledo and Wake Forest to start off the season. I'm 1000% good with that start. So now we start our recruiting class, recruiting boards here. Yeah, you know, this is always the part that takes forever to start. And this can be overwhelming for a lot of players. But here's the way I do it. I usually start with 5 stars. And I would go 5 stars, any of them that have interest. And that's what I look at. So I automatically add every player. Jared Redmond, a middle linebacker, lurker. Wide receiver, Palele, speedster, there we go. A right edge, Tony Mound, 5-star. Right tackle, Parrish, an agile tendency. Add him to the list. Oh, the number 1 athlete, a power rusher, wants to come to Purdue. That's the number 1 recruit in the nation. Oh boy. Zayadai, speedster, welcome to Purdue. Ray Estes, pocket passer, 6'5", wants to come to Purdue. Athlete Thomas Armour want to come to Purdue as well. So that's what I do first. That's the way I always do it, interest. So then the second thing I do, I sort it by pipeline. And I look for any other player that is a 5-star that's in our pipeline. And I add them to the list. Because likely outside that pipeline, you're not going to beat these other big schools. I mean, at least I never do. Unless you have an elite recruiter on your team, a couple elite recruiters. So, yeah, you know, it's easy to be tempted to go after a lot of these 5 stars, but we got to realize we're not a 5-star powerhouse. We don't have the grades that these other schools have. So take what you can get. And yeah, you don't want to waste a lot of time on a lot of 5 stars that you're not going to end up getting. So we're going to lock it in right there. We have a lot of talent there. Is there another offensive lineman? I do want to look. A couple right tackles here. Just wish they were on our list. And left tackles. You know, I'm just going to add all the linemen to the list, right? I know I said don't do this, and don't. I'm telling you all what to do. Don't do as I do. I'm not saying I do it right. So then we go to 4 stars. And a lot of times in 4 stars, I like to rank them by actually their rank here. But the other way you can do it is the way we just did it and get all the interest. That's a fine way to do it. Well, a lot of times I do just by ranking, but now we have so many 4 stars that want to lock it in. I think we just go for the ones right now that are very interested. Like, look at this. Ohio State, we're winning that battle right there. Josh Moe, power rusher, defensive tackle. Gabe Cobb, athlete, east to west playmaker. Wide receiver, McAdoo. Elusive route runner. Right edge rusher, pure power. And yeah, I'm just going to add every single one of these to the list that we can. This is a great class already. Obviously, it's not locked in yet. North to south blocker. I don't want a running back who's a blocker. We like running backs who run routes, you know? Okay, so yeah, we're going to lock in that for now. And then we're going to go through the process that I usually do, which is offer scholarships first to everybody. And I've got to make the decision. Do I want to scout? I think we have the opportunity to actually scout this year. I really do. I think we can actually scout. Because we have hours. A lot. We have more hours this year, I think, than even last year, being 4.5 star. Dude, yeah, let's just offer every player a scholarship here. It's not much we're going to be able to do this week. You know, we're going to scout, and a lot of what we're doing this week is just seeing that initial influence going into the next week. Are we in week 0? Is this even before week 0? Week 0 might be next week. We don't have a game in week 0. And I don't think you can add an extra one, can you? You know, it'd be cool if you could, like, schedule just, you know, a scrimmage, right? Or just give us a spring game. I want a spring game so bad. You all want a spring game in the offseason, and based on how players play, they get a little offseason development boost or something like that. I think spring would be great. Practice and the game to see the incoming recruit. Maybe you don't even see your players' developments or total stats until the spring game happens, and then after that they're revealed and some of them can be upgraded or something like that. I just think there needs to be a spring game or something like that. So we have 950 hours. Let's go ahead through here and scout. Now keep in mind, we're not going to see a lot of these players, so right now I'm just going to scout everybody all the way to see this right here. Oh my, you gotta be kidding me. The best player in the nation. The best player in the nation right there. Wow. That's why you scout. We have the hours this year. I don't know if I'm going to scout everybody all the way, but I think I'm going to scout most of the 5 stars all the way to see if there's any gems that we need to make sure we don't give up on. Okay, these speedster wide receivers are amazing. Oh, bust. That's okay. I don't care. We have a bust quarterback right now, but this athlete power rusher is amazing. That's a power rusher with 79 speed. Look at this tackle with quick step. I hope we get a great jump on these 5 stars because they're amazing. You know, some people would make the argument that I'm wasting time scouting. And the reason that is because we're probably not going to get all these 5 stars. And I understand that. But we have the hours to do it this year. And you can't carry on with you into the next week. That quarterback, was that the #1 recruit? And listen, bust, I go for. I don't care. We go for bust. Like, it's still a 5-star recruit. It boosts your recruiting class. And it doesn't mean they're going to be bad. It means they're going to have a lower development usually. But you can still get lucky with them. Like we did Cornell Brewer, our probably backup quarterback who could be starting this year. That quarterback is really good. Mike, signal caller, good speed, good acceleration. That is a very good player. Has blow up, goat ability. Cameron Trainer. Okay. Very good. Actually, better than very good. These are two really, I mean, I would say actually all these are very good players. Even the bust was good. TJ Kidder, pocket passer. Pretty good. Step-up ability is really good. Would like to see him a little bit faster, but he is a pocket passer. And I'm not very good with pocket passer, even though Ryan Brown was a pocket passer, of course. Taven Jackson, the quarterback where we won the national championship, that's the quarterback that I'm really looking for. So maybe, I don't think we scout the rest right now. I think we scout them once. Okay. Obviously, we're not going to get a lot of information here, but I want to get down to the 4 stars. I guess we can do the 4 stars later. It's not really a huge thing. But the thing is, we're going to lose a lot of these 5 stars. So we want to make sure we have all their as many stats as we can, because we're going to have to make tough decisions next week. And the reason I like to scout 5 stars, it's something I've started to do recently that I didn't used to do, you know, here in this dynasty and also my Kentucky dynasty, is it helps you decide in that next week when you have to decide that you need to remove them off. Who are you removing? This is a 5-star gem pass protecting right tackle with incredible abilities and mental abilities. Oh boy. So that's why I like to scout now. I know it's a little bit different than the way I used to do it. 91 speed strong safety with platinum robber ability and 95 acceleration. He's amazing. So we might be able to scout almost all of the 5 stars. Quick step. That's pretty good for a right tackle. Pretty good stats. Raw strength right tackle. These are the ones I added late. Oh, these are the ones that are interested. Well, you had my attention though. 5-star gem raw strength. Okay. That was one we added on who really doesn't have us on the list, right? So that's an important thing to remember. All these last 3, the last 5 didn't have us on the list. So now let's go here to this athlete. Gonna go to 5-star now. Get lucky. Please be a 4-star contested specialist. I mean, please be a 4-star gem is what I was meant. Defensive. No, let's go with the other athlete. Okay, if we land a lot of these recruits, obviously it's going to be a fight. But we just revealed some of the best 5 stars. And if we lock them in, this Purdue team next year is going to be 95 overall or higher. And this isn't even including, obviously, the transfer portal. So this team is the real deal. Wow. So now we go ahead and advance the week. And don't worry, don't go away. We still have the... Wait, we're in preseason. Yeah. We still have the depth chart overview. So I will show you all the entire starting depth chart at near the end of this video. We're going to do the recruiting, obviously, in week 0. And that's when we actually put hours into each player. We're going to have to make tough decisions there. Early on, we're probably going to focus on 5 stars and then move on from there. So yeah, the recruiting is coming up, and then also the depth chart review. So don't go away. Let's see. Before we do that, though, I got to see the preseason rankings, right? That's the big question. Where are the Purdue Boilermakers? So we're number 8. We will take that. Ohio State number 1. That makes sense, right? Well, let's look at it. I like looking at it on this screen better. Yeah, there we go. Ohio State, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Miami, Notre Dame, USC, Purdue, Clemson, Oregon, Oklahoma, Auburn, Michigan, LSU, Baylor, Penn State, Duke, Tennessee, Arizona State, Texas A&M, Texas Tech, Missouri, NC State, Boston College, and Washington. So that makes your top 25 to start the season here in week 0. What's the projected conference winners? I hope we're projected to win. Ohio State, we're projected to be number 2. Okay, we'll take that. Look at Ohio State's overall. They got even better. 97 overall, 99 offense, 94 defense. I'm so glad we don't have to play them. Remember when I said we wanted to play them? Yeah. No, we don't. What about Heisman watch? Do we have anybody? No. Nobody on the projected Heisman watch list. We're going to change that. Notre Dame's wide receiver, Calvin Williams, number 1. Williams Jr., quarterback for USC, number 2. Calvin Colin, wide receiver from Ohio State, number 1. couple running backs there from Notre Dame and Texas there at the bottom. I think it was Notre Dame. So, yeah. Not much coming up. All we have is the recruiting, which usually takes a while, that recruiting deciding on the hours, and then the depth chart. So don't go away. Some fun stuff coming up. But what an episode so far. Top 3 recruiting class, an incredible offseason training program. This team is stacked this year, but we've got to find a way to take down Ohio State. I cannot wait to play them in the Big Ten Championship game. I know I just said, like, I don't want to play them. No, I do. We're going to take them down. We're going to find a way to do it. Okay, so now let's dive into week 0 recruiting here. In year 4 of the Dynasty, we are in year 2028. We're looking for a second national championship title. So let's build the team. Now, I think we actually already built the team to win it this year, but let's build the next year's team. I realize we may not be here, but still, this is important. So Larry Palele, this is the one we really want, and we're 7th on his list. That's fine. That was just the initial starting part. So we're going to go ahead and sit in the house. Now, there's one other recruit, the 5-star Jim. I want to make sure we pull up to the top. Wasn't there a 5? Yeah, right there. The right tackle, Tyler Ingold. We want to make sure those are at the top here. That's going to be the first priority, and we're not even on Tyler's list. That's not ideal. Georgia, Ohio State, Tennessee, Alabama, all with 5 and 4 pipeline. We are not getting this recruit. There is no shot. 1 pipeline, no. See, these are, you just have to pick the battles you know you're going to win. Well, you have a chance to win, and get rid of the ones that you can't. There's no way we win that one. Now, this one's possible. Duke number 1, a 5-star Mike linebacker. And good statistics as well. 89 acceleration is amazing. We're going to sit in the house. This is always tough. We have 900 hours, but we're going to have to make some tough decisions here. 5-star left edge rusher, the edge setter archetype. Good strength, good acceleration. Not the fastest, but has good mental abilities and just normal abilities. So, number 9 national player. And we're 5. I'm going to do it. Okay, so we have a wide receiver, a middle linebacker, an edge rusher. Let's get an offensive lineman on here, right here. Bryce Parrish. We could look through all the offensive line just to make sure. East-west playmaker. Here's a right tackle. Pass protector. Let's just go into the offensive lineman. I guess we could just go by position, but here we go. Okay, we have a lot of tackles on here. Agile with quick step. That's really good. Pass protector. Agile with quick step. Another one. So I think those 2 right tackles are the way. There's a Jim, but obviously it all depends. Yeah, there's no way we're landing Rodney Hops either. There's no shot. Remove him from the list, but it's okay. We got a lot of other talent here. So out of these top 3, this agile one is the one we got to go after, Bryce Parrish, because we're not even on the list of the other ones. So it makes that decision a little bit easier because, I mean, not being in the pipeline for this one, there's no way. Joe Urbach, we can remove from the list. Emmanuel Alazzini, I don't think so. Auburn 4, Georgia 5. Georgia has like an A+ in every single category. And he's from Georgia. So, yeah, I think we can go ahead and remove him from the list. Spencer Speed. Is he fast? Right? Probably not as a left tackle. But what a name for a running back. Now, it is possible we get on Spencer's list. But let's see if we can find another one where we're on there. Ooh, look at this. Benjamin Shaughnessy? Raw strength. I know he's a 4-star, but still. Number 1 on this list. Georgia's there. They don't have an offer. I'm going to go after him. I don't think we need to sit in the house, though, do we? We haven't scouted at all. Maybe I shouldn't have. I don't think we sit in the house on him. But I do think we spend 25 hours or something like that. Nobody else has an offer in yet. We can add more hours later. We just want to make sure he's on the list, or that we stay number 1 on his list. Now, these other ones, this is possible. Not a lot of big pipelines against us, but we're not in his pipeline at all. But he could want to be a Purdue Boilermaker. You never know. Now, this also seems very possible as well. Quick drop, gold? Yes. I'm going to go after Enza. So, now, the other ones we probably won't go after. That's not, well... not a bad one, but no, I'm going to say no. And Speed, it's such a cool name, don't get me wrong, but we don't need that many linemen, do we? How about this? How about we add them there? But LSU, I think the other one was probably better, wasn't he? We are a top school now, right? 4.5, but grades-wise, we don't compete with LSU, Ohio State, or Georgia. And we have to pick our battles, so I'm going to say no. But if we can land 2 5-star offensive tackles, that's huge. So no guards on the list yet, and no centers. Well, maybe we should go after more tackles, but yeah, we might add them back. We got a left edge rusher, an athlete. We're number 2 on the list, 5-star. You better believe it. This is the power rusher with 86 acceleration and 79 speed. I'm going to send the house. And there's a lot of right edge rushers here. This is a 5-star one where we're not in his list. There's Notre Dame, Auburn, Michigan, Ohio State, Georgia. We're not in the pipelines. I don't think it's worth to go after him. He's from Georgia. He probably already wants to go to Georgia. Now, this edge rusher, though, where we're number 2, LSU has the pipeline boost. He's from Louisiana as well, so I don't think that's going to be ideal. This one's, yeah, these are tough. I tell you, Ohio State's going after everybody. I'm sure they're probably going to say the same thing about us, but let's go to defensive tackle next. Okay, who have we scouted? Okay, we just scouted the top one here. So, it's Notre Dame. Our rusher, 6'1", 288 pounds. 6'6", 318 pounds? What? That is a big man. I'm going to go after him. You can't coach height, right? I know. This other one, where are we? Number 2 to Notre Dame. That one's probably more realistic. Actually, yeah, we got to be smart here. There's no way we should spend that. Well, we can send the house on 2 of them. We already have a lot of 5-stars that we want. Outside linebacker. We can go back to that position. Outside linebacker, we're not on his list, but I really want Cameron Traynor. 1,000%. He's amazing. Look at those attributes with Robber. He's going to be amazing. I don't know how we're going to get him, but Jerry, send him an actual house. Mike linebacker, we're already going after. Eric Keys and Mike Kraus is more likely who we're going after. He's lurker. Love it. Let's go after the 1 5-star. And I just don't see how we're going to win this. Clemson, Georgia, Ohio State, Notre Dame, and we're losing the pipeline. There's no way. Where's our pipeline in the 5 stars? Where is our pipeline? I thought I picked it as... Where did I pick it? It's probably Indiana by default, but I don't know what our pipeline is. Quentin Marshall, we're number 1. Add him to the list. We might not send the house on him, but we're doing it for now. We'll make changes later. We're going through every position first. We have a lot more hours versus last year's, which is nice. Bump and run, bump and run. We don't really bump and run. Now, in year 1, we had very good bump and run corners. If you all remember that. Not year 1. Year 2, we got them from the transfer portal. They were unstoppable. So, strong safety, who is probably pretty good. We didn't scout. There's no way we win that battle. 5-star. There's 5 pipeline all the way through from Georgia. So, we're going to remove him from the list there. And we're going to go after Jason Durant. Box specialist, love it. We don't need a kicker or punter. What about athletes? Thomas Armour, I don't care if he's a bust. I truly don't. We've had great production out of bust. Not necessarily in this year's game. We'll see with the new quarterback. But last year's game, we had a bust, Storm Livings, who ended up dominating. He became our best defensive player on our final season of that career or dynasty. I tell you, you want to have a good time, go back and watch it if you missed it. Go back and watch the Kentucky Dynasty. It was special. I'm telling y'all. The full playlist is in. It should be in the description. It is just such a good series if you missed it. Athlete, we're going to sit in the house. He's not the fastest, but he can develop. I mean, maybe we don't sit in the house on him, though, actually. Maybe we just add a little bit. This is not like a need. I just see Louisville there, and I want to compete with them. Cobb, East-West playmaker. No. I don't see enough there on that, on a little bit of scouting to even do anything. Okay, so now we go back to Innie, and we have 190 hours left. This wide receiver, the speedster, is what I really wanted. 93 speed, 90 acceleration. He could end up being very good in the future. 5'11", 183 pounds. I know we're competing against Georgia, but it's not their pipeline. A little bit in their pipeline. But wait, no, our pipeline is supposed to be Florida. Yeah, I did pick our pipeline as Florida. Ryan Gamer from Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. So why? Yeah, I don't know. We should have a pipeline there. Ray Estes, he has the natural platinum, which I think helps him in the rain. He's a good quarterback, don't get me wrong, but not something I want to pursue. Here's the other quarterback, CJ Kidder. What a name, Kidder. Throw power. Like if he jokes around all the time, you know, such a kidder, right? That I'm sure he's never got that in his life, right? I don't love what I see there. Personally, don't get me wrong, he's a good quarterback, but not something I want to spend a lot of hours recruiting. So is that all the 5 stars? Yeah, I believe it is. So now there are a couple we removed from our list. I wonder if we should add back, right? We have a very good recruiting board right now. And we're picking battles that I think we can win a lot of them. This might be the best start I've ever had. It's the best start I've had in this dynasty. That's for sure. But I feel like I did a good job deciding today instead of just trying to win battles because I really want a player. You know, battles that you can't win. Elusive route runner. And we're number 1. Yes. When you're number 1, you just want to try to stay number 1. Number 2, no. Cornerback, bump and run. It doesn't. We could bump and run in the future. There's a couple bump and run tendencies there. 6'5", 300 pounds. Could we win against USC? Maybe. But I still think there's a couple other 5 stars that I think I want to go after. So let's look at all the 5 stars here. We already removed Estes off. Let's just go here. There we go. Strong safety is one removed off. We didn't think we had a chance at that battle. Mike linebacker. We're not in the pipeline. I'm trying to look for skulls on the right side that I think we might be able to compete with. And don't get me wrong, we're kind of a powerhouse now. But like, still, we know these other schools' grades. And that's what it comes down to. Speed. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get them. And then we're out of the 5 stars. So who was I thinking out of all these players that we could have got? I don't see any. There was one I was thinking in the back of my mind that I'm like, we might be able to get him. I mean, we can compete with Notre Dame. Right edge rusher. Offensive lineman, I think, probably the most important right now. We need guards, though. So maybe we spend our time going for a guard. That's high, like 175 right here, not pipeline. So we should probably go with the one in our pipeline. Raw strength versus well-rounded. I'm going to go raw strength here. And see, the thing is, pass protectors are great, but we run a lot. So I think well-rounded would probably fit better for our team. There's well-rounded. And we're in the pipeline. Yeah, Georgia wants them. That's not ideal. But this is Tennessee, North Carolina, and UK. My Wildcats are interested in them. Let's go for them. And then we need a center as well. I think we already have a good amount of 5 stars on the list. You know, we built this team with 4 stars. Oh, here's a 4-star 3 pipeline. Yes. Welcome to the board. That could be our... I know he's a pass protector. I understand that, but that's fine. And then maybe this center right here in the pipeline. Okay, so I know we had those other ones on there. So we want to go here, offer a scholarship. We want to offer a scholarship to all these. Okay, so now we can't send the house on them all. We don't have enough hours. So let's do that. Let's do that. And then let's go. Okay, let's go 25 here. Wrong button. That would have been bad. We almost removed them from the list. I want to go 25 here, and for this other center, I'm going to go the rest of the, well, we can't do 20, but we'll do 15. Okay. So there we go. We got 25. We can do an extra 5 somewhere, I think. The question is, where do we want to do it? Probably. This is our pipeline. So maybe we do it on this center, Avery Parker. Pass protector will still be fine. I know we like a center who can run block. It doesn't mean he can't run block. It just means that's not his primary, primary attribute, I guess you would call it. That's not his best attribute, but you could still have good pass protectors who can run block. And we're going to do both. I mean, we have a new quarterback this year, and we have a quarterback who's going to throw a lot. He has a magician. He can throw on the run. Yeah, I hope you all are ready to see me throw a lot of interceptions this year, right? Now, to be fair, with Taven Jackson, a quarterback very similar to Chuba with speed and magician, I didn't get too crazy. We won a national championship with them, so that was good. So yeah, let's advance the week to week 1. We are almost done. We got the depth chart coming up and all that, so stay tuned to see this new team. But yeah, a great recruiting class already. You love to see it. I'm so glad that Chuba stayed, but the wild thing is we have to make a decision on whether we start him or not. So week 1, we play Toledo, who got a win in week 0. Did they win against my Wildcats? Did Toledo take down my Wildcats? They play Kentucky a lot of times in that first game. No. We are going to look at the Kentucky Wildcats. Okay, no. Okay, good. They didn't play them this year, right? That makes me feel better, right? If they would have beat Kentucky first round, we would have beat them by 50. I still want to beat them by 50. But who did they beat? Okay, Appalachian State, 21-0. Okay. Yeah. Listen, I am afraid of Toledo. They have beat me many times in last year's game and this year's game. Every single game I played against them was close. It shouldn't be, but it is. Let's see this Toledo game preview. We're 91 overall. They're 74. And their Mike linebacker is their best player. He's actually really good. Wow. He's very good. Yeah, you don't mess with that Toledo team. I'm telling you right now. But it's in Purdue, and it's the comeback season. Our main goal, take down the Ohio State Buckeyes. We don't play them in the season. We will play them, hopefully, in the Big Ten Championship. We got to get there first. Very favorable schedule. But I'm going to go reorder the depth chart and then show you all the new 2028 roster. Okay, so here is your look at the starting depth chart going into week 1 of year 4 here in 2028. So as you can see, we are going to go with the freshman for week 1. There's a couple reasons for that. Number one, Cornell Brewer is the better quarterback. If we scroll through and look at his stats, he's the better overall. He has more speed. He has better change of direction. The only stat he's lower in is overall, or is awareness, but that's going to be fine. He's got 95 throw power versus 91. He's got better short throw accuracy, way better middle throw accuracy, and better deep throw accuracy by a long shot. He's the better quarterback, the freshman. What a steal we got with this recruit. He's just almost on par with throw on the run, and throw under pressure is very similar. He's also better at breaking sack. This is our quarterback. He's also way better at play action. This freshman, who was a bust, is going to be a superstar. I mean, what? A dual threat quarterback too. He's not, the other one is a pure runner, so I'm sorry to Evans Chubba, but we are going to go with what looks like the better quarterback for week 1. Now keep in mind, we could always change this. The quarterback position is very much up in the air. I will say our quarterback coach Jerry said that Cornell Brewer had the better offseason. He says one of the best arms he's seen in a long time. And Jerry's been working with quarterbacks for years. Now running backs, look at the talent. We have so much talent here at running back. We're going to be starting Joe Easy. I know he's not the fastest. He's not as fast as Sands, but I feel like he's going to still dominate. Now, keep in mind, we're going to be changing out halfbacks a lot this year. He has star development, and he's a junior. Wait, actually, now that I see this, I thought it was the opposite way, junior and sophomore. No, I'm going with Sands. Oh, he can't start twice. That's right. I had Sands as fullback. Okay, hold on. We're changing this. We're putting Ben Lucian at fullback, and we are putting Sands in to start. For some reason, I had the sophomore, junior. I thought I changed that. So, yeah, Sands is our starter. Cliff Sands. Great name. We got him from the transfer portal. And then we got Joe Easy back up. Kobe Martin, who you've seen multiple years. And then Ben Lucian, who all running backs who are very good. So, a lot of these running backs could start in other programs. That's the depth we have on this roster. So, now our fullback is Ben, who can run. So he could be very good. He can also catch out of the backfield very well. He's our third down back as well. We don't really run formations with fullback very much, though. Now, look at this. I mean, of course we have Corey Smith back, right? He's amazing. But Shabera is the best one. And I put him on the right side because I am better at throwing it to the receiver on the opposite side. You look at the stats last year, I threw much more to the right receiver, I feel like, than the left. Maybe I'm wrong and we end up changing this. So this is subject to change. But the other one I wanted to show you all is this one. Christian Hollister is star development. Look how much faster he's gotten. We have so much talent here on the wide receiver and running back positions. We have a high-powered offense. Now, we just have to kind of mess around with where we put the players. I was going to put Shabera in the slot, but I think he would be better in other positions. So, yeah, we might move him around. We'll see. Now, tight end, we are going with Garrison Richmond, the freshman. I know we have Tyree Wimper, who we got, but Garrison was the athlete. We changed to tight end, and he's going to make an impact on day one. 6'4", 191 pounds, and 86 speed and 90 acceleration with 83 catch in traffic. Yeah, he's the real deal. No, he wasn't the athlete. I think he was a wide receiver. Now, lineman, I put L. Wall on the left side. I know he's a right tackle, but we have a lot of good right tackles. He's the best one, but I think he's better suited for the left side in the way our offense is looking right now. Now, left guard is going to be easily 84 overall. We got a center who is our right tackle who we picked up in the transfer portal. He's still our best center, Fortenberry, 88 overall. And then right guard, we have Johnny, who's 84 overall. And then a right tackle, we have Mahoney, who, if you all remember, was the lineman we recruited in year 1 of this dynasty. He was redshirted in the next year, and yeah, he's looking to start now. But 89 overall, he's going to be a difference maker on that right side. So now, left edge, we have Amaris Williams, 90 overall. Yeah, this defensive line is the real deal. And we have Steven back in the lineup. You better believe it, our superstar from last year. That's who I'll be controlling, probably. Defensive tackle, we have 2 superstars, but really we have 4 players who could start. We got Brew, who we got in the transfer portal. We got Jeffries, who was here last year, I believe, but on the bench. Then Moore Jr. We got Stokely. Felix is also really good. You know, these are players who could start at other teams. We've just got a lot of talent. Now, we're going to play Clayton in the Selm spot. You know, whether they're a Will or Selm doesn't really matter. They can play both. They have the same overall. He has 89 speed and 96 acceleration. He's also, when we're in nickel formation, he's our guy. Yeah, he's going to be really good. Could get a lot of interceptions. Now, we're going with the rookie, Corliss Dugans, with star development at middle linebacker. I know it's a bold choice, but at star development, he's going to step in and progress quickly. But you notice who has the best overall? I mean, not overall awareness? Yeah. Corliss Dugans, the freshman, is coming in at 73 awareness and the best play recognition out of all the other players. That's embarrassing for our junior, Zach Traylor, right? So we needed a new middle linebacker. You know, last year, our middle linebacker was good at stopping the run, but he really struggled in coverage. And this is a middle linebacker who's still not great in coverage. So we'll see. We have Clayton to do the coverage. Now, we're going to be starting Rashawn Smith here at Selm, or not Selm, at Will. 87 speed, 90 acceleration. You can tell we're going for speed and we're going for play recognition. So that's kind of the focus here on the linebacker position. Cornerbacks, we've lost some, as you can see. So it looks like our weakest point, and it is, but they have a lot of speed and they have a lot of ability. We have 2 of them with quick jump, which will be good when we blitz, right? We have 3 of them with quick jump. Can we start a cornerback as a defensive end? I don't think you can, but I wish you could. But yeah, some good developing talent. They all have quick jump, which if we blitz them, that's, I believe, what quick jump is used for. You want your edge rushers to have it because they dominate. Now, our free safety is going to be Deshaun Spears, a senior here coming into town. Now, Dante Corner, you can see, is the backup, but I am starting him in strong safety. I know he's not the best overall. He has platinum house call now. He's going to dominate. He's going to have multiple interceptions. He was amazing last year. I don't care if he's lower overall. He is one of the best defensive players on our team. That's the benefit of a lot of these players we saw in the lineup all last year or the year before even. And he's a game changer. We know that about a lot of players in this lineup, but Dante Corner is one of those. Steven is another one that just plays well. Now, we also have a star development strong safety, so he's going to get really good in the offseason. That's the freshman, Cornell Donnerson, who will be starting probably a couple years from now. He may start free safety next year. We'll see. I didn't mean to back out. Yeah, we have more lineup. We don't stop at free safety, right? So yeah, let's go to kicker now as the same kicker. Lorello, very good now. A punter is Ivy, who's also very good. Kick returner, we're going to go with Harris to start. Now, I realize we could go with Chabera because he's our fastest player, but I don't want Chabera to get hurt or more wear and tear. We had a lot of wear and tear last year. So we're going to go with Chabera as the punt returner. Now, remember, we did change the wear and tear settings towards the end of last year. Did it really make an impact? Well, I mean, you asked Justin Marshall. You ask all of our other players, yes. You asked Justin Marshall, no. But yeah, I believe that's all the major stats we have, or positions. We have third down back is going to be Ben, since he's our best receiving back. A power back is Easy because he's our strongest back. Slot receiver is going to be De Palma because he's got platinum cutter. He has our best route running, and he's also really good at catching traffic. I know he doesn't have the highest catching. Technically, that would go to Harris here. But for these physical abilities and mental abilities, Jeremiah De Palma is the slot. You could also put Chabera here, and he could probably do really good, but I think Chabera would be better on the outside. We'll see. It's all subject to change. Rushing left end is Williams. Rushing right end is Steven. And then rushing defensive tackle is Brew. Sub linebacker, you better believe, is Clayton. Clayton's our game changer. He's got to be on the field whenever we can have him there. And then slot cornerback, I honestly don't know what this position does, but it's Paxson. If you know what a slot cornerback, does it mean they're always in the slot? I assume that's what it means. I actually don't know what it is. Slot cornerback. It can't be just slot cornerback, because wouldn't that be just our third cornerback on the roster? Yeah, I truly don't know. Now, one thing we also need to change is probably auto subs for running back, because we have it set to, okay, no, I guess no, yeah. That was the Justin Marshall. We wanted him in the game, everybody. Basically, if he could move, he was in the lineup. That was what we were going for. We're going to go with a normal this year to start. We have a lot of good running backs. You know, we don't seem to have a true superstar. Now, wide receivers, do we really want to keep fresh? Yeah, I mean, we might as well. It worked last year. Why would we change it? Quarterback obviously grinded out. But yeah, I think that's good for now. I guess we could look at defense, see if there's anything to change. Offensive, normal. Defensive tackle, keep fresh. I'm good with that. Defensive end, keep fresh, considering we had so many injuries on the line last year. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Do we want to save? Yes, we do. So that is our depth chart. I believe we've done everything in today's episode. So next up, week 1 of 2028, year 4 of this dynasty. We lost in the semifinals. We're looking to get back and play against Ohio State. I'm not going to lie, I kind of don't want to play them to the national championship. Get me as far away from that team as possible. They're not in the schedule this year. So let's take a look at how the schedule looks here so we can actually see now the rankings going into week number 1. So Toledo, Wake Forest, unranked. USC, that's our first Big Ten game. They're 7. Then Michigan at home. They're ranked 13th right now. Illinois, Notre Dame ranked 6th. Their schedule really gets a lot easier. Rutgers at Rutgers, though. Anything can happen. Northwestern at home. We go to Michigan State. That's going to be a tough one. Then versus Iowa at home. Nebraska at home. Then we go to Indiana. This is the most favorable schedule you could ever imagine, right? This is the schedule, everybody. This is the schedule you dream of. We've had very tough schedules. Now, we could still lose a lot. Simple as that. We have a freshman quarterback who may get benched very quickly. But yeah, first job is take down Toledo. Get back to them, or get back at them for what they did to my Kentucky Wildcats in College Football 25 in the Dynasty series. I don't think they actually won, but they almost won every single time I played them, and then I removed them from the schedule, right? They played like they were Georgia out there. Like, I'm telling you, they were wild games, which that's what happens when you play on Heisman. But yeah, 2028 season starts in the next episode. Thank you for watching this full off-season video to the end. I know this is always a long one, but it's always a fun one for me. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like before you go. It really helps the channel, and subscribe for plenty more sports game content. We got a great team. 91 overall. Our team is even better than last year. That's hard to imagine. I really think that this is the national championship winning team. We have a better defense. We have a better offense. Our offensive line greatly improved. So this is the team. We just got to come out focused against Toledo, get the job done, take down Wake Forest in week 2, and then get ready for our first game on the road in the Big Ten against USC. I will see you in the next one, and as always, have a fantastic day, everybody.